A little bit tired recently. I am I'm a busy person and I've really been on the go a lot recently promoting my book and traveling to different cities with book signings, and it's been a great experience and I've loved every minute of it. But I'm tired. Good morning, Emmy. Good to see you. Good morning. Good morning. Well, this morning I wanted to hop on this morning because I am tired and feeling lethargic and share with you all something that I have almost every morning. Well, I used to do it every morning a couple of years ago. And this week I was just really tired from all the traveling I've been doing. And I'm like, oh, I should fix my Green Mary. So I got up this morning and my plan was to relax and rest. And I decided, oh, I'm going to share my recipe for my Green Mary. Like, what is a Green Mary, Kim? We don't know what a Green Mary is. Well, a Green Mary is kind of like a Bloody Mary, but it's green. It has, if you like Bloody Marys, if you like V8 juice or tomato juice or something of that nature, you're going to love a Green Mary. So I'm going to share that recipe with you all this morning. Hadn't planned on doing a live. I wanted to rest this morning, then do some other things. But wanted to make sure I got on for just a minute to share this with you. Because I got a lot of things going on today. Oh my God. Let me share with you my planner that I'm using. One second. So as an entrepreneur, planning and having a strategy is something that you cannot go without. And recently I've been using a planner for years, but I've never had anything like this planner. This is Rest and Build Your Best Remarkable Year Planner by Cynthia White of Cynthia White and Associates. This planner is a godsend, honestly, because it incorporates everything that you need to do in a day, but it also creates balance so that you don't put too many things on your schedule. So like today, I love that the to-do list only has a space for 6 or 7 items. And thank you. Thank you. I love this planner. And it has grace and ease morning routine, a scripture of the day, your top 3 priorities, and just a whole host of other things, including self-care, which is something that we forget about. You know, I'm a life coach and I teach others about being conscientious of their care and incorporating self-care into their daily routine. But I need reminders about that myself. So this planner helps me do that, and I absolutely love it. Every morning I get up, I pray, I do my devotion time, but then I spend 10 minutes planning my day. And by the end of the day, I've done everything on my list, and you list your top 3 priorities. And you don't put too many things on it because there isn't any space for it. But at the end of the day, you've gotten some concrete things accomplished, and you haven't been touching 12 million tasks and nothing is completed, because it's easy to do that. So I want to show you the planner. But the rest of my day today, well, let's see what's on my list for today. I gotta write a sermon. Guys, I was gonna announce this later in the live, but I'm coming to California. So you know I live in Raleigh, North Carolina, and I visited California many times just to visit my sister or my friends, or just I've been to all parts of the state. But I am actually traveling to California on business this time because I have a book signing and I'm giving the morning message at a church. So let me get that. I'm not prepared today, y'all. So on Saturday, May 12th, I'll be at Word of Life Christian Bookstore doing a book signing for my newest book, my memoir, Can These Bones Live Again? The book signing is from 11 to 2, and Word of Life Christian Bookstore is located at 6321 West Boulevard, Los Angeles, California. So if you are in the LA area, please come out and see me. Number one, I would love to meet you. I just would love to meet you. Good morning, Gerald. And then on Sunday, I'll actually be giving the morning message at Praise Sanctuary. I'm a life coach. I'm a speaker. I've been doing that for a very long time. But I had never spoken at a church before, so this is going to be an exciting and new experience. But they heard about my book, Can These Bones Live Again? And they want me to come and speak to them on Mother's Day. So I'll be in LA May 12th and 13th at Word of Life Christian Bookstore on that Saturday from 11 to 2. And at Praise Sanctuary, let me give you the address for that. It's 10807 South Vermont, 10807 South Vermont Avenue in LA. and that service starts at 11 a.m. But so I wanted to just show you guys the ingredients in my Green Mary. You know, many of us used to watch the cartoon Popeye, and he would eat the can of spinach and he would instantly be strong and feel vibrant and be able to tackle whatever challenge that was ahead of him and save Olive for the 12th millionth time. And I realized that a few years ago that it actually is for real. It works. Can you believe that? I'm like, actually eating it, I could tell the difference. So I used to get a delivery service, you know, the little local produce delivery services where they would bring it at your door and leave it. Well, I worked in the office at the time, and when I got home that particular day, spinach was part of my package. But it had wilted, because even though it was in the cold pack, it had still been sitting outdoors all day. I'm like, what am I going to do with this? I don't want it like this. So I decided to use it in my smoothies. And I just came up with this recipe. So in the recipe, you have baby spinach, and this is organic baby spinach that you can pick up anywhere. And I've got my celery soaking in some alkalized water, because celery is considered to be one of the, 12 dirty dozen that are the dirtiest fruits and vegetables. And although this came from Aldi, and most of their stuff is organic, I don't remember if this was or not. So I wanted to make sure that I cleaned it again this morning. And so it has a spinach, celery, a Roma tomato, Worcestershire. I can't pronounce this, guys, because I live in the South. And growing up as a kid, we never said this correctly. We said Worcester. And I'm like, when I got grown, I'm like, that doesn't say Worcester. So I still don't know how to say this. But this is what goes in there. And then a dash of pink Himalayan salt or sea salt or any kind of salt that you may have. And then it contains alkalized water. This is just some cold alkalized water because I discovered that this is best when you drink it fresh. So I put in a little bit of alkalized water just so it pulverizes easily. My Roma tomato. Just one is due. Depends on if you're making you want to make a really big one and you want it to drink on it throughout the day. Guys, and I don't cut correctly. I'm not a chef. I just cut it up. As long as it gets in the glass. One Roma tomato, pretty large one. If it's a small one, you may want to use 2 or 3. And you don't have to do small pieces of celery, just nice little chunks. And I'm just using 1 stalk this time because this was a really big stalk of celery. And then just a dash of spinach, a handful of spinach. I'm going to put this back in the refrigerator. It's been sitting out for a minute. And a dash of my Worcester sauce. And pink Himalayan salt. So the benefits, this is a nutritional powerhouse. Really, it really is. Like Roma tomatoes, they are they're good for fighting cancer. They're good for your skin and a host of other things. And for your heart. And then, of course, celery is a natural diuretic. It's great for your heart and lowering blood pressure and things of that nature on its own. And it's good for blood sugar. Let's see, what else would I want to mention? I have to write my stuff down sometimes that I'm going to talk about because I'll get on a tangent and totally forget about everything I meant to say. And then the sea salt. God, sea salt is so good for you. Not just any sea salt, but the pink Himalayan sea salt. It has like 84 different minerals in it. And some of those micro nutrients and minerals, that's what we're missing in our diet. I think it's manganese that most people is deficient in, and pink sea salt has that in it naturally. And then, let's see, spinach. Spinach is just a powerhouse. It's a natural anti-inflammatory, antioxidant, good for cancer, good for your skin, good for digestion because it has so much fiber in it. And this is going to be good for your digestive system, period, because of all the raw vegetables fruits and vegetables that are in here. So just pulverize this for a second. And as you can see, it's green, of course, because of the spinach. But, oh my God, this tastes so delicious. It is absolutely amazing. I mean, and what I was saying earlier about Popeye, I noticed the first week that I made this, I was like, oh my God. After I would drink it, I actually felt better, where I could tell the difference in how I felt. So because I'm on the go so much right now, and working, I still work full time. I'm working 5 days a week, working on my business during the evening, and then traveling on Saturday and Sunday. I need to make sure that I'm taking care of myself. So I'm doing two things. I'm being very intentional about, even when I'm traveling, to stop and relax and rest. So some of you may have seen the live I did last week when I was in South Carolina. Before driving home, I went to the beach. Then I went to an ice cream parlor. Just made a day of the trip coming home so that it didn't feel like work, so that I was enjoying it. But this has made such a difference. I can actually tell a difference in how I feel, like within a few minutes of drinking it. So when Popeye was on to something, he really was. And it tastes so good. So again, if you like a Bloody Mary, or if you like V8 juice or tomato juice or anything of this nature, you're gonna absolutely love this. I could drink this 2 or 3 times a day, every day. As a matter of fact, sometimes I do. But it is making a world of difference in my ability to keep up with my schedule right now, because it's not going to slow down anytime soon. So today, this afternoon, I'm going to the Faith and Fashion show. And I belong to a community of a networking group. So we all network. Or as a business owner, you should be networking to some degree. But this is a different kind of networking group. It's Visionary Networking Circle. And in it, we network, but it's more than just exchanging business cards and then you coming home and throwing it in a box and never hearing from the people again. We actively support each other. We go to each other's events. We help each other at our events. Like a few weeks ago at my book release, I bet you it was 20 people in the room that were from that group. And today I'm going to support one of those guys. His name is Al Howard. He owns a Good Steward Apparel, and they're having the Faith and Fashion show this evening. And then on tomorrow, they're hosting the birthday brunch for the first quarter of the year. And that is a collaboration between Kimberly Hines-Winborne of Design Evolution, Ryan Ray of Triangle Entrepreneur Leadership, Chef Vaughn Williams of Urbana Catering, JHG Photography, that's with John Guest. So all of these guys are getting together to hold this birthday brunch, and we go to each other's events. We buy from each other. I remember going on a trip to Maryland last year to visit my best friend and unpacked my suitcase and realized that everything I had taken had come from someone who actually lives in Raleigh. They either sold the item or they personally made the item. From the earrings, the shirts, not the jeans. I had a wrap skirt with me that weekend. Everything I had. And it benefits our community so much when we buy locally, because the money goes back into the community and they spend money in the community, so it continues to circulate in your area. Not that I don't want the whole state and the whole country to do well, but it starts in your community. If your community thrives, then it expands and it grows out so that we're doing well as a nation. But it's got to start at the community level. So I try to buy local whenever possible. So I'm going to the fashion show tonight, and then tomorrow I'm going to try to catch the birthday brunch, but I have a book signing at a church. So I'll be at that, and then once I leave there, I'll go to the birthday brunch. But guys, I just wanted to hop on just for a minute this morning and tell you what I do when I'm feeling tired and lethargic. And the other thing, I invest in my self-care by making sure that I'm intentionally resting and relaxing and enjoying every minute. I am pouring into myself nutritionally with the fresh fruit and vegetables and with my Green Mary. And I have upped my self-care. I get massages and stuff pretty regularly, but I made sure that I'm putting it on the calendar. And some of you may have seen the interview I did a few weeks ago with my massage therapist, Melissa Dittmer of Return to Wellness. I saw her on last night, and she really, I'm going to tell y'all, medical massage is the most wonderful thing. It improves your function, your flexibility, and you feel so much better. But while you're having it, if your body is in the shape that mine is. Because, after years of having arthritis, I got trigger points and adhesions and stuff everywhere. But my neck, it hurt so bad. I'm like, you're going to have to stop that right there. When she would push on this little area of my neck, I could feel it in my arm because of the nerve that runs through the muscle. And let's just say it wasn't a pleasant experience, but I got through it. And when she was finished, I was like, I feel so much better. So I got to get back on her calendar for next month. But guys, that's really about it. I didn't have a whole lot to say this morning. I was planning to rest and relax. I don't do very long lives. I'm not long-winded. And a teacher told me once when I write my papers, it's like, Kim, you are very to the point. And so you don't give a lot of fluff. It's like, so I just realized that cabinet's been standing open the whole time. I live like a barbarian. No, I don't, not really. But she said that when you write your papers, you just get to the point. And she's like, well, that's a great style of writing. Just say what you got to say and stop wasting people's time. So I use that style in my writing. And when I'm talking, I just tell you what I got to say and get off. Because I'm like, nobody has the kind of time where we want to hear you go on and on for 2 or 3 hours. Tell me what it is I need to know so that I can go on about my day. So I told you what you need to know for today, how to make your green Mary. And one last hint, if you let it sit, it will start to separate. It's still really good. But what I do if it separates, I'm going to drink this because I've been drinking it long enough. It don't bother me. But if it separates, just put it back on the what's it, Magic Bullet? NutriBullet for a second and mix it right back up. And I love this because I used to juice prior to this, but it never sat right with me that you were throwing away all the pulp. And I was like, well, that's fiber and stuff is really good for you. So I switched to a NutriBullet, and I really love the fact that it just pulverizes everything and you get the whole fruit and the vegetable. But again, say what you got to say and get off. So guys, thank you for tuning in this morning and, doing my, no, this is not the first, this is the first live I've done in the kitchen. So thank you so much, guys. I love you. Have a great day. And again, if you live in the Los Angeles, California area, come out and see me on May 12th at Word of Life Christian Bookstore or May the 13th at Praise Sanctuary. All right, have a great day, guys. I'll have the information in the link below. How do you stop this? Do anybody know?